Hello, hello. I'm here. Hello to anybody that's here. We're just going to be playing some Mass Effect because we like it. Shit. Anything here? Anything here? Turn that down now. Okay, I think the game is going to be fine. Might have to turn it down a little more. Okay.
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we might have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't worry, Edie. Once the Krogan are gone, we'll get rid of the smell.
While this body has olfactory sensors, I do not have positive or negative associations with any specific scent.
Oh. Well, lucky you. So Jack's an instructor? I guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Cheryl.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them, too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get
How are you?
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about
We're
that.
just playing some Mass Effect.
Hey,
We're just
I'm tired of
chilling.
them stealing the spotlight from people with actual
I
disabilities.
had a long week. It's
I
nice
break
to
ribs
just
if I
chill.
sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap. Commander?
Yeah, we're just chilling.
It is good to know that Jack has thus far
Did we
survived
like?
the Reaper invasion.
Yeah.
I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit. Hello, Shepard.
Okay. Yeah, I just booted up and I'm just walking around the ship, make sure there's nobody to, that I need to talk to. We need all the Turians. I know it's like a different note, but that reminds me of,
Commander Shepard.
if anybody has like a good memory of it, if you've seen Jurassic Park, whenever they're watching or whatever, is it when they're going to feed the cow to the raptor or whatever, and the Aussie trainer guy comes through and he goes, "They should all be destroyed." It's just like a very blanket statement. So when you were like, "We need all the Turians," just made me think about that.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
If I remember, it's to hide something that they were gonna do or that they've
That's all.
done.
Of course, Commander.
Because if the Krogans find out about it, there won't be peace. If I remember correctly. I don't know.
Need
Could be
something,
very
Shepard?
wrong.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
Aww.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we probably win this time, but war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tachanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Sirkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force
That's
sorts
fair,
things out.
Cheryl.
The
You're
females
like,
to
Morden?
talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
Yeah, I bet.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back
I'm
to
like,
work.
what's Morden's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Something wrong?
say, what do you have to tell me, and what does it have to do with Morden? Nothing? Then hurry it around. Come on.
Let's just say scalpels were never meant to cut where he cut.
Woof. I love Krogan. Oops, excuse me. Okay, and this is... Hackett doesn't need me. I think that's mostly where we talk to Hackett. Krogans are so livable, though. They are. They're just like little grouchy lizards. Or very big grouchy lizard men. You know, or maybe they're
Commander Shepard.
miniature grouchy dinosaurs. They're somewhere in the middle there. Let's go down to the bottom.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't
find out
operate in
what guns I'm
mid-range
using.
frequencies. Sure,
Ooh. Assault rifle.
Yes. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
well, yeah, there's that too.
The matlock. Indicator. So I think I should go with matlock. There we go. Alright, so matlock, mantis, shuriken, claymore, predator. Okay. Predator. Matlock. Claymore. Mantis. And we'll do one more predator. Okay. Oh, I don't know why that thing scared me. I was like, get it. Procurement. Oh. Hmm. More fish. Alright, we're gonna buy fish because I think we now have a feeder, and so Jacob can't kill them. Ew, I remember that being a good one. But, yeah, the fish are safe. He's not here. He can't hurt them. Let me just look there. Executioner. Yeah. Oh wait. Is this sporting goods? Oh yeah, we did it all. Okay. And that's that. Okay. I think we are good. Let's see if he has anything to say.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
I know, Cheryl, you're just looking forward to when we run into Jacob. You're just waiting for it.
In these UT-47s. But don't worry. This bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I think what it was that one time, you said you were laughing because, like, the minute it mentioned the Asari or I had to talk to him, I was like, oh. You were like,
dedication.
You so audibly hate it.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
So you got some stuff this weekend, don't you, Cheryl? Aren't you doing some, like, musicals,
Sure.
brunch?
I remember back when
Was
the
that
Hawking
last
was
weekend?
based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out.
Yeah, I do
When I
feel
was
we are
alone,
in the
I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
unpopular.
There are views like that on
Everybody
the
loves
Citadel.
those damn blue aliens.
Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
If you put it that way, how can I say no?
You can't.
You can't. Because I'm the boss. That's right, that's right. Because I wasn't about. Anything hiding back over here? Any little ship thingies? Nope.
Lola, you see that Krogan female?
Up close and personal.
I think the male's got the pretty gene.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So I'm a Lola, huh?
Yeah, my best friend's sister growing up was Lola. Older sister. Hot. Tough.
Right. I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah. You didn't miss
Esteban
it.
did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy.
I know, I hope
Just
to
don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
stream up. I don't know how much this weekend, because I've got some things I've got to do, but if not, I hope to stream up quite regularly next week. So, we shall see.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You and
I
your
was gonna
uncle
say. So I'll be around when you don't
He
want to
was the
work.
reason I joined the Marines. and
But you
it was
are
about the only
working.
good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
Fair enough.
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. but I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk.
No bother.
Or
Yeah, you can
Or
always
what?
feel free to message
that's
me.
about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested.
I just
in
tell
talking
everybody the
about
same
that.
thing. You can always
Next
message me.
topic.
I'll answer it when I see it or when I get what I'm about. Because I think some people, because I've got that horrible, I've got that thing where, well, I just get distracted. Like I'll see a message and I'll like read it, and either in my head I'll think of what I want to say, and then because of something I'll do it, I'll close it, and then I'll just totally forget. And I just keep odd hours, so I just tell people like,
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
see you in a bit, bruh. Because who knows? Yeah, no, totally. I'm like the worst with it in social media too. I think I've even like, I've had some, I don't know. In some ways, I think I've become like a social pariah a little bit because, especially during COVID and stuff, like, I just forget things and I get busy and I'll mean to message somebody back. Like, I really will mean to. But, like, literally 4 or 5 days will pass before I actually get back to them because I'll forget, and I'll be like, oh my god, I never answered them. And then I'll answer them back and stuff. And
That must get your mouth watering.
Can't do a story. That's as classified as it gets.
I suppose it would cause a panic.
But I know some people get, like, irritated by that and
It
stuff.
might also piss off a Krogan with diplomatic immunity. No thanks. You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
Yelp. Okay, nothing of value from her. Oops.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenneth. Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Jack's forgetting and be like, it's too late now. Guess I can never speak to the. I mean, to be honest, that's kind of what I think sometimes. I'd rather just do that than them message me or me message them and be like, not all people, but some people get really assy about it. Oh. Did you move down here, buddy?
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Oh.
Find anything interesting?
One of your crew lived in this space. There are traces of anger.
That was Jack. Anger was her specialty.
Traces of her pain are still present.
Oh.
I'm told she sought revenge against
That damn
Cerberus
little
when she was
space
here.
answer thing.
A goal you helped fulfill. I hope you will do the same for me. At least I have better quarters.
That is very fair. Oh. Where are you? Come back. Come here, you little bastard. I'm gonna catch you. I don't think you can catch him. Javik, help me catch this little rat. He's gonna come back around. Where is he? Nope. Oh, you bitch. I got him. We caught him. Thanks for nothing, Javik. Oh, wrong way. Well, I think that's my thing, though. I think there were some people that I kind of had like a little debate with and stuff, because I was just all like, I'm one of those people that, like, you know, if we're friends, unless I've come out and told you we're not friends anymore, because, like, some of you did, then, like, we're still cool. But some people, like, they need you to, like, talk to them, like, every day. If they message you, then, like, you have to message back, like, almost immediately and shit. And I'm just not that kind of person.
Sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Like he could kick her out.
Hello, Commander.
Nobody kicks Dr. Chakwas out. But she does seem very mindful. She'd give him room. I think most people are cool, but you know what I think it is? I think it's those people that, like, don't have anything better to do. You know how there's some people that just don't have, well, you probably definitely know people, Cheryl, considering all the work stuff you've seen. Some people literally just have nothing better to do than to basically make a daytime living, not even like money-wise, but just like a daytime, I don't know, function, like, their day-to-day is literally just being on the up and up of, like, social media, all their friends, all their family, and, like, that's literally all they do. And, like, if you're not part of what they're doing, you know, it's like a social, I don't know, faux pas. You know what I'm talking about, like those people that are like serial like Facebook watchers and
maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process.
All that kind of stuff.
Severe neurological.
Yeah, no, I rarely do. Like, I've literally told, like, even people in my family, I'm like, if you really want me to see something, like, if you want to make sure that I don't actually miss it, something you post on social media, you just need to, like, just send it to me directly. Just send it to me directly. I don't have to be first. I'm not worried about being first.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard?
Whoa.
Lucky you keep its location more secret.
What's up, Mr. Peeve? How's it going?
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Oh, Cheryl, that's funny. That sounds exactly like him, though. Ooh, okay. What is this? This field kit can be used for a one-time upgrade to a variety of weapons to increase ammo capacity. Scanned into... okay. Use the kit to increase your weapon's thermal clip capacity. Okay. To avoid the risk of indoctrination, remote drones have been sent to study the salvage remains of a Reaper destroyer. The drones can dig under the outer hull, scanning circuits for technology that will increase the speed at which tech, biotic, and combat abilities can be fired. Or, the Council has offered a Citadel-wide merchant... Man, my Texas twang just came out there. A Citadel-wide merchant. The Council has offered a Citadel-wide merchant discount for choosing the safer option and demolishing the remain. Yeah, let's just do the safe option. Okay. Ooh, this is all the tea. Mass Effect 3. Yes, Mass Effect 3, for sure. Yeah, it's doing okay. We, last week, I don't remember the end of it. I'm not gonna even lie, because I was in my cups. Because I remember last week I had cocktails, I played Mass Effect 3, and then when I couldn't play Mass Effect 3 anymore, I think I just literally started talking bollocks about things. And showing, like, graphic things that I was doing. Oh, you did. That was... It's actually labeled. I think it's, like, 2 streams ago or something like that. So, about 2 or 3 I think it actually was in 2 parts or 1 part. We did, the end of Mass Effect. Oh. What's this? Hey, Bear. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Too much point. Must spend. I thought about making that sound alert more expensive. I need to get all my sound alerts fixed, actually, now that I think about it.
I'm crying.
I hope you're having a good Friday night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is just all bubkiss. Bubkiss. Yeah, I showed up near the end of your stream. You talked to your art, and we're generally rambling a bit. Oh yeah, no, that's totally. Drunk Ruth tends to ramble a lot, talk a lot of shit, and be sassy, and then forget what she was doing. So then she just starts rambling again. That's the general gist.
Busy? I have time.
I appreciate
like
you coming in and saying hello.
In fact, I could use
I'm
the
okay.
distraction.
It's been
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the
super
Protheans,
busy, stressful week, so I'm just enjoying some quiet chill with some Mass Effect.
The Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years.
Normal Ruthie talks a lot too. Don't listen to him. Well, yeah.
It's selfish, but
I do talk a lot. It just works out better for me. Well, not all the time. It's a coin toss.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward.
For a second, I don't know why I thought that was French or something.
None will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Who's been drinking? You or me? Ruthie was like the second streamer I watched on CGH. Oh, for a second, I thought I don't know why I thought ESRP, and I was like, oh man, that has to be Donica. But CGH, I think. CGH, I started out streaming Elena, and then I think it went into a variety where there was James and a little bit of Donica, a little bit of Lillian. I think I did like 2 streams as Danny, and one of them I was completely drunk, and I literally think it was easy because Danny just sat inside the Irish bar and I was drunk playing Danny being drunk. I'm sober, just can't spell. I liked about it. Oh, James. Oh, James sucks, Elena. I think there's definitely like Elena fans. I noticed I was cracking up because I saw somebody earlier. Oh, I saw DK was playing somewhere else, but he had the Alfredo's voice. So he was like, what's good? What's good? And I was like cracking up.
I think of the people I care about.
Not
That
often,
helps
but
keep me going.
sometimes.
I'm glad I'm among them.
I
hope.
feel it is often.
I
but
feel better already.
It's okay.
Thank you for coming by, Shepard. Why don't we talk later?
You missed that ass. I think everybody does. I think everybody liked watching Elena streams because she literally just dressed like a hot Latina, and it didn't matter what she was doing. You literally just saw all her tattoos, her cinnamon glorious brown skin, and her ass as she walked. Like that's it. You thought she was gross, to be honest. I think James had a peach as well, I guess. I misplayed all my characters, to be fair. It's always a good time. Who's gonna keep Bear in check? Elena could barely keep Bear in check. In fact, I think most of their conversations is he would be like, I know. And then he'll be like, are you still mad at me? And she'll be like, no, let's just go to work. I think I was seeing something. What was it? Yeah, because I think the whole, there's been, new Vagos and different Vagos, and I think I saw Santi's now the Jefe or whatever.
My favorite hangout.
Sorry.
Oh.
Busy.
Calibrations, always
Looks like you've managed to
calibrations.
settle in.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation.
You and him?
Gives me
Oh,
something to
nice.
focus on.
So
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
double jefes.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still
Double
need
J's.
giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign
Nice.
didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a
Yeah,
boy
it's like
back
me
on
leaving
Earth.
Funniest thing I
Could
saw
have been
Bear
more than
doing
6 or 7.
design on the Vagos compound.
Watched
Yet
him
he was the
die
one
as
having to do the
Normandy
work and
escaped the
dead.
attack. Somehow I'm still alive.
Yeah,
And he's
I know how
not.
that goes.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud
Oh,
enough
Jakey.
and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually
Like, I want
respectable
Bearco.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have
it's
a
an
feeling that
application.
respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Nice.
Well,
I still
even
like,
if I couldn't, you go to war
what
with
is
the
it,
army
the,
you have.
Will he live up to his word?
The honeycomb
I've never known Victus
logo
lie.
for Bearco.
Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally.
Will do.
Not his style.
Have a good rest of your
And if he did
evening.
try, well,
Or it's,
we'll just find another
yeah,
Primarch.
it's quite, or well, morning. Whatever you're doing.
I noticed generals
Thanks for popping
saluting you,
in.
Garrus. How far
We
down the
will
line
see
of
you next
succession are
time.
you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
So what's this Reaper
It was
task
2
force you've
a.m.
been
5
running?
minutes ago.
After what happened to you out there in Batarian
Oh, is it 4 a.m. for you
space, I knew
too?
time was running out for all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead
It's
end,
hard for
so
me
I
to
did
keep track.
something I never thought I'd do.
I mean, I was in the
went to
I was
my
in the
father.
UK. Right now, I'm
He
back
used
in
to
the
work
States for a
CSEC,
bit.
didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
I
To
don't know
put
what
it
it's like to be on a
mildly.
regular time zone. To be
But
fair,
he still had heavy pull in the Turian government.
I'm a person
The
between
Primarch,
persons.
well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren
Yeah,
all
it's
the
for
way
me.
to
It's
the
also
collector
4 a.m.
base.
Yeah, I try to stream a little bit early.
not
I
sure
know
even
next
I'd
week I'll
believe
be
it.
streaming
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy.
I'll be streaming
Meeting Vigil,
daytime,
talking to Sovereign on
daytime or
Vermeer.
early evening
But my
for
father
me
just
here.
listened.
So it'll probably be like
It's what he did
UK
in his
afternoon,
days at CSEC, putting together all
night
the
times.
pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always
Have you
knew.
adjusted to portion
The
control?
Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
For
He did more than agree. He took
portion
it to the
control, as in, do you
I
mean
like
like
his
the
style.
portions in the
Except
UK
the
versus the
Primarch wasn't
portions
just
in
convinced.
America?
My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And
Food
if
in
you
general?
call them a task force, it sounds like you did
I'm
something
always
about it.
I'm like not the best person for that because like I'm a grazer, really. So like,
What'd you do with it?
it doesn't matter
much
how
as I
much
could
is
get
on my
away with,
ply.
and a
I just
little
read
more.
I and
We hardened
I
our
went
lines
ply.
of communications, expanded emergency
It doesn't ever
stockpiles
matter how much
across
is on my
the
plate.
colonies,
I just
improved
kind
our
of
early warning detection protocols.
graze.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Poor Garrus. We'll get it.
That's all for now, Garrus.
We'll get it.
It's damn good to have you
I
back.
did find there are things that I
Wouldn't
miss.
miss this fight for anything.
Like when I went to the
Now, I'm
grocery
sure
store, I
somebody
would look
screwed
for
up
things.
something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Oops.
Shepard,
That's all for now.
anytime.
Yep. I'm a grazer. I graze. Oh, okay. Armor piercing ammo. I suppose I'll talk to Liara, see if she's got any updates. Blarg. Shit, she's moved.
Hello again, Shepard.
What's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's
Hey,
been
chilled monkey.
exciting. The old
Why am I
broker's ship,
traveling?
impressive, but it was never
yeah,
meant to be
so
space-worthy, which meant the elusive
basically,
man eventually tracked me down on
back
Hagalas.
in the winter,
What happened?
I knew he
I
was coming.
moved to
Farron
the
and I
UK,
loaded as much of
kind
the
of like
ship's
to live there,
specialized
live
hardware onto a
abroad,
shuttle as we could. We got away
explore.
from Cerberus's ships
I have lots
after
of
arranging
friends
an
and people I care
appropriate
about,
distraction.
and a partner over there. And so I went over there to live for a while, and then, you know, after I lived there for a while, and it was kind of like filling out the situation, because it's quite a big thing to move to a different country, whether they speak the same language or not, just to see how I felt about it. And it wasn't always easy. I was very whiny some days. You're welcome. But I did enjoy it. Beautiful country, and stuff, and I want to see more of it. But whenever you apply for more than just your normal, like just coming and going stuff, you have to apply for visas and go through this whole process, which meant I had to come back to the States for a little tour to not being in the UK.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helps sort through all the data
Whiny,
that led
please
me to
tell.
the archive
I'm
on
sure
Mars.
Drunk Me said plenty.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
Whiny as in whining about the cold. You know, I'm a Texas girl. So like, let's just like, just to like variance here. I'm from Texas. When I left the UK about 4 weeks ago and came here to the States, it was -1 degrees Celsius there. When I landed here in Texas and got here in Texas, it was 27 C. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, and every day since has been somewhere between 25 and 32 seat.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
So...
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Welcome back.
Of course.
Yeah, so I was just saying part of the things I whined about was like the lack of sunshine, the temperature. When I left the UK, it was -1°C. When I landed in Texas 4 weeks ago, it was 27°C. And every day since, it's been between 25 and 32°C. Most days have all been sunny. But I joke because I feel like I'm kind of like a cold-blooded little Texas road lizard. Like, I'm used to there being sun to heat me and it just being warmer in general. And I didn't have that. So, like, after, like, I'd whine after, like, 3 or 4 days of, like, totally gray, cloudy, wet days, which happens quite frequently. I'd be like, you know, yep, let's go out. Put a jacket on, because it's fucking cold and rainy again. I sounded like a princess sometimes, I'm sure. So, give me 1 second. I don't think I got any mods right now. Yeah, no, I think I checked, and I think, like, England has, like, only a third amount of days in the year of sun versus Texas, which apparently Texas has, I think, like, I guess, like, 93% of days in Texas have the sun. At least where I am. So, you know, and it's crazy. You wouldn't think too much about it because I do enjoy the rain and all these things, but, you know, to me, the rain and gray days mean, like, cuddling up. You can feel a little dreary. Add to winter, missing home and seasonal depression that some people get, which myself is included there. It was just a very hard winter. Other things that I complain about, it's expensive to be in the UK. Your guys' restaurants and takeaways are very expensive. I mean, I don't just say that because, like, I'm still on, like, American income and I'm American, you know, creator and stuff. And obviously the US dollar is less than the British pound. But, like, it's just expensive. Like, I went to a simple side-of-the-road fish and chip, like a chippy van. And for, like, a piece of cod, some chips, and a battered sausage, I think I paid, like, £16, which is about $19, $20 American. Where here, in the US, I went to an actual sit-down, you could go inside, kind of like fast food burger restaurant, and I got a burger, fries, a large drink that had unlimited refills, and it was like $10 American, so like £8. So don't stop. So I mean, to be fair, tips aren't mandatory here. I mean, if you don't give them, I mean, based on what people get paid, that just kind of makes you a jerk. But you don't have to tip people, technically. You're just going to be hated by everybody that serves you. But, I mean, I guess if you can deal with a few minutes of awkwardness. But that being said, like, tipping still. Like, that restaurant that I went to for the $8, it was a fast food restaurant. I didn't have to tip anybody. I went to a restaurant, though, and yeah, I went to a restaurant, and sometimes, you know, you tip. It just depends on the cost of the meal, the service, the setting. The tip can be as low as, you know, $2 or $3, or the tip can be as high as, you know, a really swanky joint where, you know, you tip $30 or $40. It just comes down to a lot of factors, you know. Ugh, I know. I don't like the prices. Last time I whined about the fact that you can't get free drink refills. So I think I actually did whine about that when I was drunk last Friday. For sure. What else? As far as like grocery store stuff, I feel like some things are expensive, but some things aren't. Some are like equivalent, you know, and stuff. But I'm still kind of learning in my head how to like auto convert things, if that makes sense. Like if I see something's a pound, I know in America that's like $1.30. So it's just kind of like, if this costs, you know, 2 pounds in England, then that means I'm paying, you know, whatever. Like I think on the plane, when I came back on the plane, it was still like British money, and for like a 16, like a little bitty can of Coke, like the 12-ounce cans of Coke, they were charging, I think it was like 4 pounds for a can of Coke if you bought it on the plane, and I think that's like $6 American, and I'm like, for $8 American, I can get a 12-pack of these cans of Coke. So I was like, ah. Cheryl? Yeah, that out of it. I know one single McDonald's that had free refills 16 years ago. The free refills you have are super... Yeah. I mean... Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think somebody that obviously is quite proud of their country, and that's fine. Have pride. I feel that every country in the world has its problems, its ups, its downs, and everything. So, my country is no different. But I think somebody was quite proud, and they were saying, "Yeah, but you have that. What is it, like soda? Like you have the soda that's been watered down, but it's not. It's just like a." It's all the carbon. It's literally what goes in the bottle. It's just kept in these packs to go into your cup instead. So, I mean, and to be honest, like even if it was like 10 to 20% more watered down, I would take free refills all day than the fact that in the UK to get a soda is like 3 to 5 pounds, which is like, that's like the cost of a meal here at some fast food places. Like 3 to 5 pounds is like roughly $6 American for a small can or a bottle of Coke with no refills, where here in America, most drinks are $2, $4 at most with sodas or teas, and you get free refills. Yeah, well, I don't drink Fanta. I mean, like, yeah, there's lower quality, but I mean, there's also, like, there's not. Like, yeah, there's some differences, but, like, at the same time, I don't feel that some of the differences are that different to, like, kind of split hairs. I feel like that's a splitting hairs thing sometimes. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely some things. I know, like, everybody brings out, like, oh, British chocolate tastes so much better. Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, when you really think about it, you're talking about mass production versus smaller production. British chocolate should taste better. They have the ability, like, you know, they can do all these things. Whereas in America, the sheer volume of people we're trying to feed chocolate to, you know, to make it not as expensive, we cut corners on the rich artisan values. You can always pay more for chocolate, though. I could pay more for chocolate here instead of a $1.50 candy bar or like $1 candy bar. I could pay $3 for a candy bar that tastes just like an English one. Just depends if I want it. Yeah. But I honestly feel that's a good thing for you guys because of your healthcare system, to be fair. I feel that you guys cannot keep up with the volume and different things as far as healthcare is concerned. So I feel you've gotta put a block on it somewhere. Oh yeah, we definitely have good chocolate. In fact, some of the chocolate we have here, you guys like Lindt. We have Lindt here. You know, Ghirardelli's a good one. What is it? Godiva. But I don't know. Anyways, Kinder Egg is banned in the U.S. Yeah, the Kinder Egg is banned, but we do have Kinder. So, oh yeah, no, I know that my one friend in the UK, I think, has to get a surgery or something, and they determined that it was an elective, non-crucial surgery, and I think they put her on her waiting list, and her waiting list, I think, is like 14 months. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was just all like, I understand, like, she does need it. It's not like cosmetic electric. It's not like cosmetic elective. It is something she needs. It's just based on her case. It's not an emergency need, but she does need, like, her quality of life isn't great with this issue. But they were like, it's not emergency, so you're going to wait like at least 14 months. And I was like, shit. I don't know. It's just a little crazy. Anyways, it's fine. Again, problems in every country. You wait for it. But the weather was the biggest thing. Something else I whined about, I like my space. Unfortunately, I am from a big state that has a lot of room to roam. So I don't like the whole semi-attached terrace houses. Like, don't get me wrong. We have those here. We have apartments. But I don't like that it's the norm over there. This actually, like, seriously concerns me when I consider if I end up staying in the UK forever, that one day I'll want to be a homeowner, and I will not. I refuse to purchase, to be a homeowner in a terraced or semi-attached house, like, forever. Like, no. If I'm buying a house, it will be detached. Like, and I will have a garden. Like, I just don't like the fact that, like, I understand why. You guys don't have the land room. But, like, here it's so standard. Like, detached houses and everything, and so let's go talk to Eve and Morden. Yeah, no, it's the norm over there, Cheryl. I mean, obviously, when you get out to the land, there is, but even there, like, even smaller towns, the norm is to actually set up terraced housings if they build new things. But they really try to, which this is a point in their favor, they really try to upkeep and repair and remodel and, you know, old housing, you know, because, you know, they don't have the room to keep growing out and out and out and out. Whereas in the US, I've seen so many old buildings just dilapidated. There are some in England, I've seen them, but just dilapidated places that, you know, people just never purchase. They just go, I don't want it. I'll just go build something new on a new piece of land. So I do, like, I've always been a fan of reclaiming the land, or, you know, reclaiming the house using the old bones, because I do feel there is value in that. So I think that England definitely does that right. They're practical about that, but yeah, when you're out in the big countryside, you will see, you know, farmhouses and other places detached. But even in small towns, it's a very, even if you're not, what do you say? Even if you're not in, like, terraces where there's a lot of, like, duplexes, Cheryl, is what it seems. Hey, Earl Grey. Big cities, it'll be like several. It'll be like Cheryl, maybe you know, like townhomes. It's similar in New York City too, where it's like, you know, you'll see those like the schoolhouses, where it's like a building, but on each side it's another house with another door. You've seen it. Yeah, and also something that's quite common, which I really don't have a problem with, is most housing, because it's done that way. Most houses, it's quite common to have a second floor or a third floor, because since they can't go out, they go up, and that allots for them to have more bedrooms and etc. Whereas here, it's more common, like if you have a 2-story house, it's actually considered nice. But over there, it's quite common. In fact, if you have a 1-story house, they call them, or at least people that I've talked to, they refer to it as bungalows, and usually bungalows are more of a older person situation. So sometimes if you're like a younger person and you have a bungalow, or a young family and you have a bungalow, they'll be like, why do you have a bungalow? That's weird. You can walk upstairs, can't you? So some things that I do like. Actually, I thought it was really cool that England's very pet forward. Like nearly everywhere you go, although I have been primarily in Somerset, like nearly everywhere I go, dogs are allowed to go in everywhere, just about. That being said, if you go to some really, really old places, you can tell the dogs have been going inside those places for a long time. So there's like give and take there. But most people pick up after their pets and do everything. I just think that's really cool. It's not as normal here. But people are always walking their dogs like everywhere over there. Walking and going on hikes is a big deal over there. But they've got the good, I would say good weather, but it's always wet. It's the part that I don't like, trudging through the mud. Go to the Catskills in the summer to their bungalows. There you go, of course, Cheryl. So yeah, the dog thing is pretty cool. Something else that's quite common, reusable grocery bags. Because if you get, like, their plastic grocery bags over there you have to buy them. So I mean, technically you can get plastic grocery bags like every single time, but like you're gonna pay for them. So this encourages people to have a lot of the canvas or the reusable ones, which here in the States you can get those as well, but if you don't, there are the plastic ones. Yeah, I was gonna say if I remember correctly, it's banned in New York, which makes sense because you guys have got too much people and too much trash as it is. So whoop.
Something else, Commander?
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tachanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tachanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
Aw.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the Genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve.
What do you think about their
Every
food, the
acolyte is
cliché
given
as
a
always?
chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands.
The flavor profile is quite different from the States. I think... So, for me, it's pros and cons. Because it's something that I've learned. At least in my experience. Now, I could be wrong. And again, I was only in the UK for like 5 months, and there were national dishes that are very popular that I never tried yet. Like, I've not had a proper full English yet. And part of that is because I have abstained because I want to get like the proper full English, like the whole shebang. But like, I've noticed that a lot of English food doesn't have a lot of seasoning. Like, and I'm not saying all the time do you need seasoning, but I've just noticed that you don't. Which is very weird for me here, because in Texas, like one, I've just got a plethora of recipes. I went to culinary school very briefly, you know, and all these things, and we cook with herbs and spices and seasonings. I'm also from the South, so to me, slow cooking with seasonings just develops so much flavor. And also, I'm exposed to a lot of Cajun food, which is full of spice and, you know, all these things. And I think anybody that's cooked for me, or that I've noticed over there, is that it's all done. And this is a pro at the same time. It's all done. Yeah, well, salt and pepper. Yeah, we rolled the 7 C's and realized there's only the 2 we need. You know, you say that, but you guys fought really hard to keep the spice trade. So, and considering such, you do have a lot of Indian food, which again, that is like the other side of it. I find that the food options are either very simply spiced, salt and pepper, maybe some sage I've seen. But I will say a point in your favor is that you guys seem to use a lot of fresh bits, and maybe this is why. It seems like the English are very big on gardens and gardening, like growing your own vegetable gardens, and you have this weather that allots for like a lot of fruit trees. Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've just been driving down a road and there's just an apple tree on the side of the road. Like, anybody can get apples from this tree. I'm sure people do. Like, that's not something I'm going to see in Texas. Didn't use any of them. You know, so you guys have all these fresh things and you use them in your cooking. Like, you know, you'll have like a leek and potato casserole, like leek potato and ham casserole that you make. And you make it and you'll put a little salt and pepper in it. So like, you know, you'll have all those things. But like, if you wanted to add a little more flavor, then if you as a person had like spring onions, you would dice up some spring onions. If you had in your herb garden maybe like a little basil, you know, or parsley or things like that, then you would put it in. I find that when it comes to herbs for you guys, if you don't have it like fresh on hand, you guys don't really seem to be bothered with it. We use more herbs on baked potatoes than actual food, right? Yeah, mango trees and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm not saying like it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying like I feel that if people had herb gardens, those are the people that are going to use more herbs because I do feel that there's this very like natural farmer's way of cooking where you just do salt and pepper and just whatever you actually have, like the meat, the potatoes, the vegetables, you just do it and you like steam them or stew them or casserole them. So I don't feel that you guys kind of branch out from that, which is so foreign to me because like if I'm going to make a casserole, like if I was to make a leek potato and ham casserole, I would put in some like, if I was just sticking to my seasonings, I would maybe put in some like minced onion, or I would chop up some onion. I would put a little bit of garlic. Again, this could be fresh or seasoning. Probably some parsley. If I wanted to feel like an Italian or a rustic herb, I would probably put in some thyme or rosemary. And the crazy thing is like you guys over there like spices, you just don't seem to use them. Yeah, that kind of sounds true. So it's just weird for me though, because I cook and I season, you know, and add all these great foods and stuff. And I know one night for a couple of friends over there, I hosted a Mexican food night where I made like carnitas, which is like Spanish pulled pork, and I made tacos. Like I had a taco nacho bar. So I had like cilantro lime rice, which basically cilantro lime rice has coriander. We call it cilantro, but like lime juice and coriander and some onion and rice, and you know, you do all this, and you know, and then I did taco meat, which has cumin and you know all these spices, and yeah. And then I feel like the converse side is that it's either that way or you guys have like, you know, like Indian Thai food and stuff like that that has like super spice. So I feel like you have extremes. It was a good night. That Mexican food night was a lot of food. Every single one of them. Yeah. So it's just been a thing, you know. I'm not saying that the food is horrible. I just think sometimes, you know, when I eat it, it's just very it's just underspiced. And then I'm just kind of like everything, you know, I've noticed like my friends and everybody, they'll put like a lot of salt on it, or like chips. They'll put like vinegar and salt and stuff, which before I went to the UK, I would have never had salt and vinegar crisps. But after being in the UK, I found that when I got back, I was craving salt and vinegar crisps. So that was kind of funny. Not horrible, it's just shit. Yeah. Something also that I didn't like, and this is probably me because of just over here, like if I say I'm going to get Chinese takeaway, to me it's actually like Chinese food. Over in the UK, I find that if somebody says they are going to a Chinese restaurant or they're getting Chinese takeaway, about 60 or 70% of that menu is Indian. It's like curries and things like that, which I found quite frustrating because if I want Chinese food, I want Chinese food. I don't want a hybrid Indian version. I'm not saying that makes them wrong. It just was very frustrating for somebody when you have a food craving because I want something with a lot of seasoning or a certain flavor profile and I can't get it. But I experienced that a lot over there, so that's probably why I was whiny about it. Like, couldn't go get Mexican food. You know, no barbecue, no Mexican food, no Cajun food. Not a real Chinese. So I just whined about all of it.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Oh yeah, believe me, I did it all right. In fact, I have a challenge.
Yes. After
because
my first stillborn.
I understand why they don't barbecue over there because of the weather is unpredictable and stuff, but like I'm determined that on the 4th of July, I will have a fucking barbecue over there if it's the death of me. So I have a few months to make my game plan on how I'm going to make this happen. Because there is always a barbecue on the 4th of July. Because America. So I'm making it happen. Yeah, they do feel very different, I'm sure. But I saw the shirt that I'm going to get. I found this t-shirt, and it has Benjamin Franklin on it, and he has aviators with American flags on it, and it says Ben Drinkin'. So I'm super hyped for that. So I'm not like, but I'm like, if I can't have fireworks and I can't do all these things and nobody else is going to do it, I will send you a picture of that shirt. Then I'm at least going to have barbecue. So I really want to do, I'm going to figure out what I can do. I'm going to find a way to grill it or smoke it. I have some good friends over there, and we talked about possibly being able to get a smoker or something. Even if I have to kind of shimmy and do some barbecue cooking, it won't be exactly the same, but there are ways to infuse barbecue flavors and different things in your foods while you cook inside. So I'm going to do all that and going to have some great barbecue food, all the classics, deviled eggs, potato salad. Going to have probably some like sausages and, brisket or a rack of ribs. Like, I'm going to go for it. And dessert's going to be strawberry shortcake with blueberries. So you got your red, white, and blue desserts. It's going to be amazing. And so, yeah. Filth. Oh, okay. So there was this restaurant called Texas Rocks in the UK. And I absolutely drug them through the mud in my review. No, I didn't drag them. I was really nice. But they claimed to be like, all these things, Texas and stuff. And I went in. Food was so expensive. It wasn't good. On their sign, and this actually was the biggest crime they could do. So in Texas, we say y'all. Of course. We say y'all. And when you write it out, y'all is you all. So you do Y apostrophe ALL. So on their sign, though, it said, thanks for coming, y'all. And it was YA apostrophe LL. And I took a picture of that and I sent it to my family, my family group chat. And it was instant tyranny, outrage. So I did the review, and literally one of the first things I said, it's y'all, not y'all. And so it's so funny. Yeah. So, oh no, it definitely is a gimmick. I did give them points where points was due. Out of 5 stars, I think I wasn't super mean. I gave them a 3. There was a few good things, but I told them the price was ridiculous. It definitely is a novelty price that they're charging. I told them the y'all was incorrect. I said the service was good because there was a really sweet girl. And I told them some of their menu items would have never come out of Texas. So, but I still gave them points where it was due. But there is another point that's called Texas barbecue or something that my friend sent me a picture of. So I want to go there and see. I know I went to a food market and there actually was Mexican, street tacos. They actually did great. I told those guys that I loved them because I hadn't had Mexican food or anything Texas that I was used to for so long. And they were these really good, birria tacos, which is like a fire-fed cooked meat with queso and corn tortillas done on the grill with the fire, so they're charred. And I walked by and I could smell it and I went, oh my God, this is legit. Went over, talked Spanish to the guys, watched them cook for a few minutes, and I was like, hook me up, in Spanish. And they were like, we will definitely hook you up. You know Spanish? And they were like, you're from Texas and all this, so and I'm like, yes. And I ate those and I almost wanted to cry. It was like a Christmas miracle. So It's just, I graze with food, but like, I'm a foodie. Same with cocktails. Schnitzel was a reason for another war. Overpriced and nothing to do with schnitzel. Oh gosh, yeah. I hate stuff like that.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than
But I
the
get it.
hope
We
that
do
the
the same
next
thing
day
here in
will bring
America. I'm not
change.
saying it's
And
only
if it
over
doesn't,
there. I
there's
know
always
that
How do you think things will change after the genophage
like
is
there's
cured?
a town
Our
here and they'll have
species
like
will
German
find its
restaurants with
balance
like
again.
German food,
Females
and they'll
will
go
help
in
shape the
and
future, like in the
they're like
ancient
German
days,
light. They're like the
before we were
light
just
version of
pawns
German
of
recipes
power-hungry
and stuff,
males.
and or they just do what
Most
they
seem
feel
hell-bent
people
on
think
shooting
is
anything that
German
looks at them
food,
wrong.
What else is there for them
and
to do?
they'll just charge you a lot
Because
for
of the
it.
genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already.
Have a good one, Mr. Peep. Thanks for
Literally.
hanging. We'll see you next time.
He's turned into a strong leader.
Oh
I know
yeah.
in his heart, Rex
If there's
wants
money
what's
to be
best
made,
for
someone
us.
will do it.
Though not all the other clans
That applies
see it
to like
that
any
way.
country in the world. You want to smoke some meats now, right?
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's good advertising. People won't forget it.
How's Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No.
Yeah.
Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But yeah, I do miss
I
things in
sense
the
pain
UK.
him too. He told me about his work on the genophage.
And I'm excited to go back
I
to
should
explore.
consider him an
I want to
enemy.
branch out more. Mostly
Yet
I've
I
done
think seeing my
Somerset.
sisters and I changed something in
So
him.
Sorry, Borgia.
I want to get more.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't his ear. Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander.
But yeah, I do miss things, but I want to get more to like the north and the east. I want to expand out to Europe and stuff, and then also want to see like Scotland, Ireland, all that stuff. So still got a lot of exploring and stuff to do.
Travel to Tuchanka.
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tuchanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated, likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket, something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, Please.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's got a heart.
Counteracts radiation damage
much
to
more
Tuchanka's
sensitive.
atmosphere from nuclear war. Particles emitted from main tower form layer that mitigates ultraviolet
oh, you mean the
bombardment,
legendary
prevents
one? Yeah.
atmospheric escape of necessary elements.
And your people put it up?
Yes, when uplift process began. Demonstration of goodwill to Krogan, stabilize climate, impress population. Combined with technological gifts, easy to gain Krogan support against Rachni.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression, cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be.
Yeah, best ending.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience.
Yeah.
But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
For the infested. I was just saying, many years left, Morden.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
We'll be here if you need me. Continuing to study Shroud in meantime.
It's so crazy. Like, the first time you play this game, it impacts you the hardest. But it's like every time after then, you know what's going to happen if you play it the same way or you make some of the same choices. So there's like the part of me that's like, I feel like somebody who's been to the future and sees what happens, and then I have to go back and I can't alter anything. So I feel like when Martin's just like getting old, don't have many years left, and I'll be like, yeah, you don't. Yeah, look at all these. Oh, there's the. We caught you, buddy. Alright, no email. Blarg. Showers. Alright, nothing in there.
Commander, Admiral
Smoking a
Anderson's
chicken
available in
next
the war
weekend.
room
I'm
if
holding
you'd
you
come.
responsible. Do it. Wait, what'd you say?
I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander.
She said something. If somebody wants to talk to me. No, you got a lot of missions. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to find that one thing. Need to find this evidence. Need to find all these things. Maroon. Ismar. I think that's also where I find Legion again. This is where we need to go. Benin. I don't want to do Tuchanka yet because it's going to push the story forward. And I don't remember. And I've got way too many side missions right now. Okay, so these three are Tuchanka. So let's do the abductions and any other scans we can do currently. Oop, thank you for the hydrate. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make me a big meal. Or like, not a big... Like, I make it sound just like me, but... Next weekend, I'll kind of be on my own all weekend. From like Thursday to Monday. So, I'm deciding like... Do I want to like... Cook a cool meal? Do I want to do something crazy? Maybe I should just like... You know, do a lot of streaming, stream a horror fest. Like horror games, different games. Maybe I can have like a big grill. Maybe I should do something this weekend. Or that next weekend. wonder what the weather will be like. Okay. Yeah, let's go in here. Get this last thing. Boom. Here we go. Asgard.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, there it was. Alright, so I need to go out on this side.
Faster than light jump successful.
There we go. Boop.
Evasion successful.
See ya, suckers. Star Map song. She'd hear it through the walls when I'd play it and she'd lose her mind. Oh, the do 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 do. This one? I mean, that's fair. Kite's Nest, Gamma. Oh, Hades. Yep, that one. That do 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 do. This one, Cactus. Cactus.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, there it is. Sheesh. Run!
Faster than light jump successful.
There we go.
Evasion successful.
Oh, she would only hear the high. Oh, yeah. So I guess that is like a little bit triggering, to be fair. Oh. This one's missing some. Oof. There we go. Am I a little shit when blast when she saw him? Yes, I do. Yeah. Say, that sounds like a brother thing, though. I know I have several brothers, and there's no shortage of stuff like that. Don't think I can do anything here. Might send me back to a thing.
I found something.
Ooh, Orcha labor team. Please be more fuel. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, because your sister has dibs. Yeah. For real. Can't be ignoring the role of the sister as far as that goes. Oh, of course. Fuck it.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. It's pretty sick sounding. Whoop.
Reapers eluded.
More fuel. We'll take it.
Faster than light jump successful.
And there we go. That was one we had. I wonder if these ones that don't have a percentage, is it because they don't, or is it because I haven't been there?
I found something. Evasion successful.
Sheesh! Looks like I got timeout or banned because of question about a trophy. I don't know. don't know what happened. It's like when you call red light when you scan the planet, then green light when you're done. Yeah, some definitely like more up here. It's all good though.
Signal confirmed.
More fuel, we'll take it. Ooh, got some credits. We'll take that too. We take that.
Reapers eluded.
Oof. There it is. Oh shit. He's gonna get me.
Faster than light jump successful.
Didn't get me. Woo! That is something.
I found something.
Okay. Nope, that's everything here. So now it just makes you wonder, this one here that has no percentage. Those damn Reapers. It's like they think they already own the place. Like, you haven't earned it yet. Stop cock blocking me at every turn. There's nothing on this one, I guess. Or it might get unlocked later. Kyoto. Okay. Yeah, see, like Petra, that one's blank. We'll check it. We'll check this one and the other one, and then we're just gonna go do the server abductions. Actually, I don't remember. Is Cerberus Reductions the one where... Isn't that where we see Jacob again? I know Cheryl will say, I don't know. I've blocked out anything to do with Jacob. Okay, this was the Grissom Academy one. We're right then. Check Horsehead. Yeah, get him! Yeah, that's gotta be something we did or something that'll come later. So let's do the Cerberus abductions.
Signal confirmed.
He's kind of boring. Yeah, he's kind of just a piece of crap. I don't know what. All she sees is just a fine piece of meat. That's all. It's all physical with her. Yeah. That's what she wants. She's after the old sausage.
Shepard, Cerberus strike squads have infiltrated one of the major cities on Benning. Initial reports indicated they were recruiting civilians, but further investigation suggested that people are being taken against their will.
For what purpose?
Unknown. We sent a recon team to investigate, and the Cerberus squads reacted by targeting civilians in public facilities. Officially, Cerberus is denying responsibility and condemning the action. They're either lying, or we're dealing with a rogue faction.
And innocents are caught in their crosshairs.
Exactly. Secure the area so we can establish a rescue lifeline to the rest of the city.
Approaching the drop point, Commander.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
The people down there are counting on you, Commander. Hack it out.
Wants a little old trip to the hot dog cart.
Building an
Yeah.
avalanche of civilian SOS from
You would be correct.
concentrated on the upper street.
What's his name?
Cerberus forces are pinning them down. You better hurry.
Is it Hank? Whatever his name is.
On my way. Keep me updated.
He's a sci-fi legend.
Diversion is working, Commander. Civilians are on the move.
Shit. Come on, you little bitch. Pop your head back out here. Ah!
Upper streets are clear. Hold on, Commander.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I'm tracking civilians fleeing the city with Cerberus troops right behind.
Where are they?
Up
updating your nav point. You can intercept them there.
We'll do more than that.
Oh shit, I might have killed both of them.
We're going to die here.
The fuck? We have two eat. Oh, it's her like distraction thing.
Look, reinforcements are here.
Try to stay calm.
What should we do?
Just stay down.
Commander, more Cerberus troops are heading your way. If you can hold the line there, it'll give the civilians time to escape.
You heard him. We hold here.
We die together.
Alright, stop being so dramatic, Nancy.
Hurry.
They're everywhere.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
I think we can make it out of here.
I'm so scared.
Not letting you out of my sight.
If we die together.
Shit. Oh, that had to suck for him. Imagine your arm being stuck out. Shit.
so scared.
You're clear. Go.
I was wondering, I was like, I think I just need to keep pushing forward.
We're gonna make it.
No hostiles detected in the immediate area, Commander. Reinforcements are moving in to secure the evac route.
Good work, everyone.
I'll pick you up at the LZ, Commander.
Voice.
We're getting reports of continuing strikes against other cities on Benning.
Cerberus still denying responsibility?
Yes, and for once we're inclined to believe them. Gunning down innocent humans isn't their usual MO. Either way, the civilians down there have a chance now. We're solidifying a foothold and getting people out, then we'll move to liberating the rest of the planet.
I hope we can say the same for Earth.
Oh man, I should have looked around. I bet that intel for that one guy was there.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Shepard.
Daddy!
So I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
A damn box of Christmas lights.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days. She and I were... more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem.
Get it, old man?
Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
It's what you hired me to do.
Mostly you were hired to kill Reapers. I hope you haven't been sidetracked by all the politics.
What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad? Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver. And now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves.
Hang in
They're
there, old
focusing on
Gray.
the big cities, which does give us
You
some
think
room
this
to
is
maneuver.
Phil's? Wait till you see
think
what
you can
happens
hang
on
on?
Tuchanka.
Hell, we're still just
Which I
trying
can't
to
do
talk to
today.
each other.
It's been too long of a
Right
week.
now, all we can do is organize the resistance at a local level.
Maybe
No lack of
tomorrow or
volunteers, at
Sunday I
least.
can... If I stream up a little
Everybody
earlier.
knows what's at stake.
I don't know how we'll win this yet, but we will. Even if it kills me.
Well, you already died once, and that... Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Okay, don't need anything there. Ooh, nice. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. Liquid assets. And this is gonna be, yeah, that first division we found. Should be it. And how upset Liara gets. Oh, that's right, you're a Liara fan. I forgot about that.
So, Reapers don't.
I heard that
come,
tone.
you can't bomb them or you're bombing what's
Yeah,
left
it
of
was
Earth.
there.
They Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Speaking of. She's probably the one that told Jacob to kill the fish. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, I think I missed the ability to get that.
I
found something.
Get that intel. Because I'm pretty sure it was on that planet. Can't be Tally fangirls, okay? It's not even about me being Tally fangirls. It's just about me being a fan of anybody but any Asari. It's funny. Okay. What's this one over here? Apian Crest. We've been there. Nothing happened. Been there. There was nothing. Alright, well, let's go do these things. We may have to cure the genophage. Oh. Let's do this and then we'll go to Liara. Over here we can turn in a couple of these side missions as well. Let's go there.
Are you Bray?
The great Commander Shepard. And me without my autograph book.
Save it. Just take me to Aria.
Follow me.
So where is she? Shepard. Aria. How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
You're never not gonna give me garbage for liking True Blue, are you? No, but to be fair, it's not a you thing. It's just to anybody.
I assume this is about retaking Omega.
This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the Terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy.
Cut to the chase. What's your plan?
Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines, and once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Olate.
Don't know him.
The elusive man's top military strat. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
What's your intel on the occupation?
Petrovsky's army is massive, and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops
Doesn't say,
there.
is this a
So you're winging
DLC?
it.
Can't
Not
remember.
at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless.
Sounds familiar.
Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated, I ruled, but the people were free. Their lives were
Because isn't it like the
theirs.
Omega
I
DLC or
preserved
something?
This man took all that away. When Omega is mine again, I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all you...
What's the catch?
I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professionals.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself. Bray will provide coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Arya and I will meet you on the command ship.
Fair enough. Let's go back to her lab, see what that is.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Oh yeah, this is
Using
Leviathan,
Garneau's
isn't
data,
it?
I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away
Nice.
from its trail.
I was gonna say,
It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
I was gonna.
Despite the
Cheryl's
risk,
got.
This artifact
Cheryl's got
remains our only
N7
link to
swag.
finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information
I've seen
about
it.
here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. They were testing the artifact for energy emissions. Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard nuclear technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact.
No.
What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs. A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approached,
let's hope we get to her before
She sounded
they do.
more than worried. She said they were being
she was in the
invaded.
Pylos Nebula.
Come on,
working for
Shep.
Project Scarab. That cluster. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Of course. Always searching for fucking something in here.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the...
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have... There are specifications for several ships here.
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
I think we've seen the
This ship
Icarus,
has
haven't we?
enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then...
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
So that's one filter added.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Ooh, sneaky.
Access card. Any idea what it opens?
The requisitions locker. According to records, It was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Bryson's assistant Hadley. Do we have an update on his status? We found Prothean data earlier. Are there any ruins in the Pylos Nebula?
Nothing Prothean.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
Oh, well, you know somebody had fun positioning that suit.
Water recycling equipment. Wind protection gear. Didn't take breathing masks.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Sheesh, we did it. Mystery solvers. Whoop. Yeah, it's just sitting there on the desk. I like that it just like watches you. And then if you interact with it, it just like, ah. He's just not having it. Hmm.
Welcome to Elcos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Come again.
I had plans to return to Arun, but business here keeps luring me back.
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right.
Commander, unless you can find a new source of weapons,
I'll get you your weapons, General.
I appreciate.
Hmm.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the Turian war effort.
You're back, huh?
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making CSEC very happy.
Let's go back and talk to the old bastard.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know what you mean. I thought our training prepared us for everything.
Every time that Asari...
Commander, he wanted you to know.
And the Blue Suns can go...
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel.
There we go. That one's all done. Love to see it. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna call it there. I think it's, you know how like you're doing fine and then all of a sudden sleep just hits you like a truck? I think that's kind of the thing I am. I think I'm ready for some quiet time. Maybe I'll take a hot shower and attempt to, you know, lounge and read a little bit of my book to quiet down. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like as soon as I pull out that book and sit down, I'm just like, I'm out. We done ski. Yeah. Morden does get to survive another day. That's the positive of this. That's the positive takeaway today. We didn't interact with Jacob at all. We interacted with Asaris very little. And Morden lives another day. So I see this as a good win. It's a big win. We're for it. Well, I hope you guys all have a good night. Whatever you get up to for the rest of the night. Yeah, on and off during the weekend, might be around streaming, but otherwise next week, I think I'm going to stream up a good handful of days. Probably daytime-ish. So, for a lot of you, no matter what side of the world you're on, it could be anywhere between noon and midnight. So, yeah. You guys have a good night. And if I don't see you until next week, have a good weekend. Whatever you do with your Saturday and Sunday, have a good one. Make it good. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.